Hey guys, welcome back to Amazon Accelerate 2025 Deep Dives. My name is Vanessa Hung, and today I'm joining Jeff Nickerson, Director of Brand Experience and Excellence at Amazon. And we're going to discuss amazing things about product launching and the programs that Amazon has for you guys to save money and build the brand experience that is amazing. But before we get there, Jeff, I would like to know more about you. What do you do? How do you get where you are right now? And what is that you work on at Amazon?
Well, thank you so much for having me. It's great to be here. I've been at Amazon for 11 years and building for selling partners that entire time. And so, I launched the Seller Fulfilled Prime program, was my first project at Amazon. And I've worked on a lot of the products in Seller Central. But for the last 8 years, I've built many of the tools that go into brand building and help to grow those. And so, my team's mission is to be able to help brands build incredible brands that customers are going to love. And one of the most important ways that you can do that is by inventing great products and being able to reach customers around the world. And so that's what I work on, every single day.
Yeah, that's amazing. And we had another conversation with somebody on your team that was helping with product discovery. Like, where should I go? Like, what niche is interesting? Where is an opportunity in the market?
Yeah.
But now I want to dive into what happens after you launch a product. So what are the tools that you are building and are releasing? I know there's some new tools that you're releasing this year around product launching.
We've got a bunch of exciting launches that we're talking about this year. So, when we think about product launching, it's really, there's a bunch of different phases for it. And really, we've been doing exciting innovations in each of those phases. So it starts with just identifying, like, what product should I launch? Where is there a market opportunity? And then when you launch it, how do you understand what the demand is for that product? How do you test it really quickly, do that efficiently, and start to get those early customer signals? And then from there, you're really making the decision. You're either scaling it up really quickly, or you're failing fast and you're pivoting to your next idea. And then if you do really well, we want to be able to help you just build a brand that customers are going to love. And those kinds of success stories just get us really excited.
I love it. And I think that's behind the mission of Amazon, making the experience or the process more affordable and easier, faster. And talking to about affordability, sellers spend a lot of money in the product development, right? Like testing new ideas, getting that into the market. But how does Amazon help sellers making the launches more affordable?
There's a number of things that we're doing. One program that's already available today is called the New Selection Program, which is available for new FBA selection. And so with that, there's a whole bunch of cost reduction and simplification offerings that we give for basically every new product that sellers launch if they enroll in the program. So it includes things like fee rebates on the first number of sales. We'll waive liquidation fees. We'll waive the storage fees. There's a bunch of benefits that you can get, and we're starting to do some experimentation. I think we really want to try to make that program even better value and even simpler for sellers over time. And then another exciting innovation that we're announcing at Accelerate this year is a different way to be able to launch your products using FBA. And so, one of the things that we've found is, the delivery speed just matters so much for your conversion on Amazon, right? But to be able to get that fast delivery speed, you got to have a lot of inventory and you got to spread it throughout the network so the inventory is located close to customers so you can make those lightning fast promises. And so what we're launching now is a regional version of FBA, so you can do a trial launch and you don't have to send as much inventory in. It'll be concentrated in a single region, but you can test the demand really well because you test it with these really fast delivery promises with inventory located close to those customers. And we believe that's going to give a much better demand signal to be able to figure out which products are really successful that you can scale up, and you just take less risk upfront by launching in that way. And this is very similar. There's kind of in the brick and mortar world, for some brands might be familiar with that. You might launch, a test launch in like 50 stores. You see how the product is going, and then you decide to scale up or not. So kind of the same analogy in the e-commerce world.
Yeah, those programs seems amazing for sellers to really understand the cost structure of launching a new product and I love that Amazon is making sure that even if that launch doesn't go really well, they're able to bring it back, or if it's successful, then have those positive outcomes. One thing that I see in the community all the time is the topic about reviews, right? It is very intimidating to launch a new product on Amazon just because in categories, in specific niches, the competitors that are in page one have hundreds and thousands of reviews. And most sellers will think like, oh, I cannot launch, or they will doubt the opportunity or how that product will really win. So I wonder what Amazon is doing right now to help sellers get early reviews.
Obviously, reviews are so important to customers as they make those buying decisions and they're evaluating the product. And so we offer a program called Vine, where brands can offer free samples of their product to this community of reviewers who are selected because they write, these unbiased but very deep and insightful reviews. And so this program's really important. It drives on average a 30% sales lift. So it's a great asset that can really accelerate your early sales of your product. And I'm excited to announce we've got several new features that we've launched to make the Vine program significantly better this year. Now, when you enroll a product in Vine, we're using AI to match the reviewers who also have a high affinity for your brand. So this is really powerful to be able to really match with the customers that are going to be able to write these in-depth reviews that are, they're unbiased, but they should be most relevant for your brand and your target audience when you're trying to get that product out the door. The second thing that we're launching is you can now enroll in Vine pre-launch. And so you can have these really amazing kind of big bang launches where you launch with social media, but you have reviews on the day of launch. And so you can set a future launch date. You can have your products exclusively available to the Vine community to be able to claim. They can have their reviews, and then when you launch, you can really start to throw your advertising, your social campaigns, and really try to drive that excitement of your brand and this great new product that you've launched. So this is really powerful as well. And so just the quality of the reviews and the level of depth of insight that customers are going to be able to get when they interact with those reviews is much, much better. And the final thing that we've done is we've opened up Vine to a lot of new product categories and new types of sellers. So now as an authorized reseller, you can use Vine for heavy bulky products, many of which were not available before. You can now enroll in Vine. So these are all great ways that we're trying to be able to build that early social proof of your products much, much earlier in the life cycle.
So yeah, I think reviews are a huge thing, a huge asset, and a very important piece of the puzzle in the launching strategy. Will probably make it or break it for a lot of sellers. Now I think about you are as a seller, I'm already there. I'm in the platform, I have inventory, I gather my reviews. And I think, how should I be measuring my success? Because obviously comparing myself to the number one in the category is really wrong. I just launched 2 days ago. Is Amazon building something or give some sort of tool to sellers to understand their performance and how they're successful against their category or within their whole catalog?
Yeah, there's actually a very exciting set of launches that we're doing this year. So with Product Performance Spotlight, we're actually giving sellers completely new capabilities to be able to analyze their sales trajectory and trends and better understand what's driving the performance of their products. And so there's a number of new capabilities. So we actually have a benchmarking feature within that. And so you can see exactly how your ASIN stacks up compared to the competitors, and then understand and deep dive which part of the funnel where you're performing really well, and which part of the funnel where you need to focus and concentrate. And then we also connect that with recommendations to help you figure out what you should do. So as an example, you might have a product that has really great conversion and it's converting better than your competitors, but the traffic is just limited. And so we can give you the recommendations to help you realize that that's where you need to focus. And here's some ideas of how you can start to drive some of that early traffic into your product. And then another exciting feature is you can also set up reminders. So you can have Amazon automatically flag if a guardrail has been tripped on your product. And so if you've got products or metrics that you really care about, we can proactively inform you if something has kind of changed by more than what was expected. So these are really exciting features that make it easier for sellers to analyze and figure out what to focus on, and really figure out how their product is trending and try to realize its success as quickly as possible.
Yeah, I love how much data Amazon is giving sellers now to really understand the key performance metrics that they should be looking at against their competitors and within their funnel and their category. So now I think about, I launch a product as a brand. Like, I'm innovating, I'm putting out something that is new. I have never tested that, but my launch didn't go as expected, right? Like, I didn't have the performance and the metrics were not there. So how is Amazon helping sellers that are in that position where it's like, yeah, they're failing, but it's just like one piece or a price of what launching means?
Yeah, I mean, failure is part of innovation. And so not all of your products are going to be the smash hit that you expect. And so, we really want to try to help sellers with this and understand more quickly, like, which products are not going to be successful, and then really try to minimize those costs for sellers. And there's a number of ways that we do that. So the first is, I talked about the new selection program. And with that, we actually offer several, liquidation services. So, if you need to liquidate a product, we'll actually allow you to do that free of charge for the first 50 units. We're also excited to announce there's some new markdown capabilities. So actually, our AI can help you figure out the optimal markdown strategy. As a seller, of course, you'll still be completely in control of the guardrails and how you want to approach that, but we'll give you more data to be able to make smarter decisions there. And then also with NSP, we're waiving things like the storage fees. And so we really want to try to make it comfortable so that you as a brand take the risk, try to launch a new product. We want to make as many of those successful as we can, but when they don't work out, to be able to kind of quickly move out of that product and move on to your next idea, which hopefully will be a smash hit.
All of those programs are amazing, and that is one of the biggest things that the sellers are concerned about. How can I make this launch? How can I innovate, but affordably, right? Like, if something goes wrong, can I just recoup and then come back again and try with something else? But on the other hand, what happens, or what are the things that Amazon is allowing sellers and giving sellers the tools and the programs that are there for winning products? So I launched something and it's been a home run. Now, what happens next within the journey of your set of tools?
There's some tried and true things that, are going to be part of kind of scaling up a winner, right? You're going to use your promotions, you might increase your advertising spend. But there's a number of other things that I think are important for sellers to think about. So one is the new types of customers that you can reach. So Amazon Business is a great idea that can reach a new set of customers and start to get larger order values, for example, or expanding to our international stores and truly build a global brand can just tremendously increase the reach of your brand and reach more customers. And then we've got another really exciting launch that we're announcing at Accelerate this year, where you're going to be able to use your A+ content in a completely new way. And it's something called shoppable A+ content. And so with this, you've got your A+ content is this real estate on the detail page with these, kind of beautiful creatives where you can talk about your brand story. And now with Shoppable A+, we're giving you new features to be able to highlight collections of other products from your brand, to be able to kind of upsell and cross-sell, and really try to help customers discover more great products that your brand has to offer, and really increase sales and increase basket sizes. And I think this is just going to be a really exciting way for brands to be able to reach their customers in new ways, leveraging the detail page real estate that they already have. And another great way to be able to scale up your traffic is to think about your off-Amazon traffic sources. And so, if you already have your own audiences and followings off Amazon, you can use brand referral bonus to be able to earn discounts on your referral fees as you send that traffic into Amazon and measure the impact. Or for lots of brands, you don't have that external traffic, or you're not sure how to connect with influencers that might be able to promote your brand. And so with creator connections, you can feature your product with this amazing collection of creators and influencers that can really start to drive traffic and amplify your brand messaging. And it's a great way to accelerate your traffic and increase your product success on Amazon.
Yeah, I actually work with a seller that enable the Creator Connect program, and she was selling in the clothing apparel category. Her sales went through the roof when she connected that, because now a bunch of influencers are talking about her product and promoting it. And also, as a consumer, I've been purchasing from influencers. So this is a great unlock for winning products now that you understand that your conversion is right, that your messaging is correct, and then you're building a brand. This is a huge thing. So Jeff, I'm so excited about everything that you talked about, especially the new program with A+ content. That is amazing.
Oh,
now,
thank you.
What is the future? You think about the next couple of months or years coming up for your team and for the tools. What is Amazon envisioning for the next stage of selling on Amazon?
Launching new products is hard, and we just want to make it easy. We want to make, the Amazon store inviting for entrepreneurs to invent these incredible products, and we just want to make it simple to be able to experiment, and then powerful to be able to scale that up and reach your customers globally. And to be able to do that, we've got a bunch of investments that we're going to be making in AI to be able to make the whole process end-to-end much more seamless, and also start to identify which new products have the most potential, and how do we put traffic behind those products. And this is really exciting because you need those customer signals to be able to figure out, is the value proposition of the product, is the pricing, is the imagery, there's so much that goes into it. Is that really resonating with real customers? And there's only so much research you can do up front. And so by driving this early discovery, it feeds all of that data into the algorithms. It gives you that fast feedback loop to be able to figure out how to pivot and really try to get your product to resonate with your target set of customers. And so we're making a ton of investments in that area. And really our vision is we want to make it as fast and powerful to launch all your new selection with Amazon from day one.
Yeah, all of that is super exciting, Jeff. And I think with AI, it will be a huge add-on to all of these different programs, giving sellers more data and helping them to make this fail fast, right? And that's one thing that I've been talking about to a lot of people at this conference is AI means speed. So how can we make things faster and better? Thank you so much for sharing that with us. And for everybody watching, thank you so much for tuning in to another Amazon Accelerate 2025 Deep Dive. Stay tuned. See you in the next one.
Thank you.